Welcome back to the Initiate's Way. Today we're going to talk about the High Priestess and awakening your inner goddess. There is a bridge that you must cross at this point in order to have access to the pool of wisdom that resides within. And for whatever reason, at some point in the past, there has been a disconnection from the divine feminine. At this particular point in the spiritual journey, it is required that you make a giant leap across the abyss to reach the unconscious mind. So, be prepared to look into this sacred mirror and accept all that is with love and trust in your own intuition. The experience here will bring you to new depths and higher dimensions, seeing the world from a different perspective. Imagine looking out from behind the mirror with a view of everything without opinion, belief, influence, or anything other than the higher part of consciousness that represents truth in all things. The healer within steps forward and begins to direct life from a higher perspective, and illuminates the darkness with each step outwards that she takes into the world around her. The Priestess of the Silver Star, or the High Priestess archetype, in terms of your journey into spiritual awakening, is the act of willingly retreating within to a place of healing and sanctuary, and you must create this for yourself so that you can commune with your inner knowing and the ancestral pool of resources from which you originated. The Gnostics call this archetype the goddess Sophia, who is the embodiment of wisdom. Your physical body is the temple through which you can receive the illumination of the goddess, and your vessel needs to be cared for with respect, dignity, and love. It needs to be properly nourished on all planes of existence: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Listen again for that small but audible voice telling you what you ought to do, if only you would let it speak and be heard above the noise and chaos of daily life. This is the realm of dreams, mystical states, otherworldly experiences and visions, and getting in touch with your intuition. In the stillness of silence, turn the attention inwards and seek out that voice which speaks with inner knowing and has waited a long time to be heard, acknowledged, and awakened. As the inner goddess stirs from her slumber, she brings with her an outpouring of innate wisdom. Here, you are entering the realm of the female mysteries, and with that comes a deeper understanding of life and death cycles and experiences in the physical world, which are expressed as the triple goddess or the ancient image of the mother, maiden, and crone. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are three very different things. Yes, we can learn about subjects from a book of knowledge, but the book of life and its experiences are in a category of their own. Sleep and dreams are a very important part of this journey, and learning how to interpret the subconscious images and prophecies you receive and distinguish between that which is the mundane and that which is pure knowing and intuition. Knowledge can be transmitted through alternative means of communication other than verbal or written communication, and that is what we are dealing with here. Take a Reiki attunement as an example of the transmission of non-verbal consciousness from master to student. It is through the mode of non-verbal communication we can awaken to ancestral consciousness, and by tapping into the shared pool of human experience, gain access to a succession of lives or a lineage of peoples who have walked this path before you and left behind a trail or a path for you to connect with. This image itself represents an initiation and an awakening, and once you become aware of the reality of the inner world, then you can begin to explore in more depth its shadowy realms, reaching different levels of understanding outside of that which you had previously known.